Okay, greetings. I'm going to finish up showing you how to do module 4.2, and it is on finding the slope of a line and dealing with the slope of a line. And one of the things that I might be refreshing your memory on, hang on for a second. Okay, so what you want to do is when you're looking at the table, you want to find out what type of a pattern that you see is occurring. So in this case here, we're going up by 3 because it's 3, 6, 9, 12. It's up by 3 each time. And then as we're still going up, we're dropping down 30. So what you want to do is think, oh my gosh, what should this rate be? Well, I'm down 30. My vertical movement is 30 negative over my horizontal movement, which is 3 positive. A negative 3 divided by 30 is going to be a negative 10. So that's the change or slope. If you'll notice there, it's actually $10 per transaction. So go ahead and do that problem do example 3 really quick. So if you go through this and you put in your x's and y's, so we'll have a negative 1 minus a negative 2, so it becomes plus a positive. A negative 2 minus a negative 6 plus a positive. So I'm going to have 1 over negative 2 plus 6 is 4. So I get 1/4, and yep, we are correct. Go ahead and do the check right now, and we'll check it on the next class time. And sometimes you could use a slope formula when you see the line on the graph itself. You just have to pick a couple of pairs. So in this case here, they give us the 2 pairs to use. They give us negative 4, 3, and 1, 2. So go ahead and use those ordered pairs. I will label this one X and Y, because it's my first order pair that I see. And then you'll see that this is be X sub 2, Y sub 2 for these guys over here. Okay, so I'm going to have 2. Here's my formula. I'm going to have 2 minus 3 over 1 minus a negative 4, because my formula looks like that. This will now become plus a positive. So I should have a negative 1 over plus a positive 5. So a negative 1/5 should be my answer. Okay, that's a negative 1/5. And I can even check it if I go down 1. I check it on the graph, go down 1 and write 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm still on that line. So go ahead and do the slope here. Do the check now. Oh, do the check now. And also the phrase that pays is go Bears. The phrase that pays is go Bears. We must have it written down at the right spot or it doesn't count. I have people in the classroom right now. The phrase that pays, it's got to be written down at that page. Okay, it's got to be written down on this page right here to make it happen, okay? All right, now, when we're dealing with special kinds of slopes, we have a line that looks like this and a line that looks like this. I want you to know there's a reason why I spell horizontal this way. Hang on one second, I'll show you. Okay, so horizontal lines have no slope, and I just want you to know this right now. There's no slope of horizontal lines. The way I like to draw it, spell the word, is with a 0. So it's H0RIZO 0 until, because we'll have a 0. So our slope here is actually m equals 0. That's a horizontal line. Vertical lines have no slope. You can't have it because it's undefined. So what happens, it means you have 0 in the denominator. You cannot have 0 in the denominator. So it's no slope. So let's go ahead and find, you'll do this mathematically. Let's fill this out. This is x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Go ahead and do that mathematically really quick. And so I just proved this mathematically using the ordered pairs. And I'm not a big fan of the boxes, so I just wrote off to the side. Show your formula, y sub 2 minus y sub 1 divided by x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Show your substitutions, and when you show your substitutions, you'll get through it, and then you'll have 0 equals 0 divided by 5, which will end up being 0. So the slope of that line is 0. Go ahead and do the check right now on your own, and we'll check that tomorrow in class. Okay, so now I have, find this line here of undefined slope. So I have y sub 2 minus y sub 1. Have you found the pattern yet? Sorry about that. Y sub 2 minus y sub 1 divided by x 2 minus x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Y sub 2 is 0 minus y sub 1 is 3. X sub 2 is 1 minus x sub 1, which is 1. I have a negative 3 over 0. You cannot have 0 in the denominator. Bad news, bad things that happen. That is undefined. So when you get that, the slope is undefined. You can't do it. Go ahead and do the check. We'll check that in class tomorrow. And that's going to be it, okay? So if you want, if you have time, we'll be doing this word problem in class, and we'll be doing these problems in class as well. But if you want to go ahead and do them in advance, you can. Okay, have a nice day.